Who's the girl next door living in the haunted mansion?
You better learn my name, 'cause I am
Ashley. She knows the darkest spells and she brews the meanest potions.
You might be the ingredient I seek.
Don't let yourself be fooled by her innocent demeanor.
You should be afraid of the great
Ashley. She doesn't play with dolls and she never combs her hair.
Who has time for girly things like that? Eye of Newt, I cast a hex on you. Grandma's wig, this'll make you big. Kitten spit, soon your pants won't fit. Pantallones giganticus! Oh no, not again.
She can rule the world and still finish all her homework.
Everyone knows that I'm the greatest.
Ashley, you better watch your step or she'll cast a spell on you.
And turn my teacher into a spoon. I'm a slave to my spell book, and yes, it's true, I don't have as many friends as you. But I think you're nice, and maybe we could be friends. And if you say no, you're toast.
Who's the girl next door living in the haunted mansion?
You better learn my name, 'cause I am Ashley.
Just remember this when you see her on the street.
I'm the cruelest girl you'll ever meet.
Welcome on in, everyone. Finally, I'm playing the damn dragon game. So, tonight, we're starting the first of the Spyro trilogy. For the next two games that I'll be doing for Retro Night, it'll be the other two Spyro PS1 games. For those who don't know, the Spyro series is one of the most important game series in my career as a gamer, because Spyro is the whole reason I like dragons, and what eventually led to me having a dragon persona. Can I beat Spyro in a fight? Spyro got punched in the head by a giant golem the size of Godzilla, slammed into a castle wall, leaving a giant indent in the wall, fell down from the hit several meters to the ground, and got back up. So no. I'm not saying I'm a little bitch, I'm saying he would kill me before I would get the chance to hit him. Spyro's a tough cookie. Well, in the story at least. Listen, I'm not a dragon's bitch, okay? I am the dragon bitch. That made sense in my head. Never mind. Forget it. Forget what I said. Dr. Smoochum24, welcome on in. Pokemon is the game that changed my life. Crystal, to be... I think you mean specific. It's the one that got me into Pokemon, the one that got me into loving the series, which led to a lot of things in my life, including me owning a crazy 8-pound Chihuahua mix. More power to you. Pokemon in.
Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready.
Thanks. Well. Thank you. What would I do without you? Alright, so if I create a new game in slot 2, will that eat up a slot on the memory card? I don't think so. I think this is one of the games that actually uses all three, or all of its save files in one spot on the memory card. Good.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or...
There's no subtitles, but you don't really know what it's saying.
Age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it...
Oh, yeah, those two birds are my pet birds. The one on the left is Bandit. He is a rose-breasted cockatoo, also known as a Gala, or Gala, I forget how it's pronounced. And the other one is Peaches, my son Conyer. Peaches, we've had him since like 2006, 2007. Bandit, we only got a couple years ago. Bandit is like 3 years old, and Peaches is in his late teens. They are my pets. They are very good. You might notice the picture of Peaches is blurry. It's because he hates all technology and we can never get a normal picture of him. So the gist of it is the dragons have a lot of treasure, and they just sealed off a villain named Nasty Nork. While given an interview, Nasty Nork gets angry at the way they describe him, so he uses a magic scepter to turn all the dragons into crystals and turn all the gems, the dragon's treasure, into Norks. That's Nork with a G. And that's the story. In the remake, Nasty Nork is watching TV, so it actually makes a little more sense of how he even knows they're saying that. Give me a sec here. There we go. Vibration on. Alright.
You're great.
Dr. Smoochum, thank you for the follow. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna turn the audio up a little bit, because I think it's actually a little quieter than I'd like it to be. There we go. That should be fine. We got Cujo at 2 months old in the Dominican Republic, of all places. We also own a 1-year-old terrier who we got from a family friend here named... Dulcinea. Nice. I've never had any dogs in my life. My dad had a pet dog, but that dog was euthanized when I was very young, and I don't remember him very well. We've had a lot of other pets over the years, but at the moment we just have a couple fish and Peaches and Bandit. So. Is this the N64 version? This was never released on N64 because this was originally a Sony game.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
Yeah, I can't skip this cutscene.
I'm going after him.
There are no subtitles in this game. There weren't even subtitles when the remaster came out. They had to add it in an update. Yes, it was. How do you not know that? Oh, good. Ow. Please. So, I can open up a level over here. You actually may have just seen it, the opening bleed in. I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that level.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and
Doggos
protecting
are
you.
very good
Keep an eye on
boys
him
and girls.
see what I mean.
I've always wanted a Pomeranian, but I don't know. I don't think I have the time or money to really care for a dog. I live with my family right now, so I'm not the only one who cares for the birds. I'm not even the one who cares for them, actually. It's mostly my brother and my dad. But I have cared for them in the past, and for other birds we used to have. So, I know how to care for pets, I just currently do not have the means to care for it anymore. I was thinking when I move out of possibly getting a cockatiel, because I like cockatiels. So there's actually some impressive tech behind Spyro. I don't want to make Dragon games anymore. We almost got a Spyro 4. We almost got a Spyro 4. ActiBliz basically said, okay, if the Spyro remaster does well, we'll work on Spyro 4. And it did well. It did really well. In fact, it actually kind of sort of helped save ActiBliz from bankruptcy. And ActiBliz's response was to send its developer, Toys for Bob, over to the cod mines. Yep, the cod mines. But there's actually some impressive tech behind this game. A lot of games around this time would hide things in the distance by using fog. You may notice there's not much fog here. Now, if you look at that castle, it looks very low res. When you get close to it, it slowly loads in detail. Now, as you see, I get much closer to it, the textures have loaded in and it's a bit higher res. About as high res as it can get. And that's where this game's impressive tech comes into play. Because parts of the game load in at different resolutions, or not resolutions, different quality levels, in order to ease the strain on the console, while still letting you see things in the distance. Not many games that came out around this time did that. Wad? I actually don't know what that means. I think there's a gem in that dragon head, and I can't get it yet. I'm just going to be skipping all these, because they just waste time. Level of detail. I don't know if Spyro invented it, but it was the first game that I know of, at least, that did that. That was one of the big things about this game, really, because it was unusual at the time. Maybe they did invent it. I don't know. It would have been Insomniac that did it, since Insomniac made this game. So we're not going to do a 100% playthrough of this. We're not going to do a 100% playthrough of any of the Spyro games. Because doing so requires doing the speedway levels, and absolutely fuck doing that. Oh, goddamn. I have never done it in any playthrough I've done of the trilogy, be it original or remaster. I don't want to. I hate the speedway levels. Time to rescue... Well, they're not Dilfs in this version. They're Dilfs in the, remake. They're even the other kind of Dilf in the remake, actually. Oh, I do have all the jumps. Alright. That's all the dragons. So I will be 100%ing basically every level, but I won't be doing the speedway levels. So I won't actually 100% the game, just the levels that matter. They're not bad here either. Yeah, they just look better in the remake. Fun fact about the remake, by the way, the lead 3D artist for the game is a Spyro fan artist that they hired because of her Spyro fan art. And she is a furry. Yeah, the speedway levels fucking suck. I've never finished all of them in any of the trilogy. I have finished a couple of them in the first one, because I tried at one point, and then I gave up. You have to do everything in them in a specific order to actually be able to complete them, and it's really annoying if you don't know what that order is. Because you basically have to follow a video and hope that you do everything in time with the video. Because if you're even like a second off, you'll screw up and you won't be able to get everything correctly. There's actually something down there, because there's a beach. We'll go down there in a moment.
After you freed up.
Should I buy Lair for the PS3? I don't know what Lair is. L-O-D-S. Oh, it's... If I remember correctly, these shepherds are the only big enemy that you can actually kill by charging. Across all three of the Spyro games, they are the only big enemy you can kill by charging. You can be a little bit of an idiot with the dogs. You're about to ask your mom where the terrier is, and she's on the other couch snoring. Mode. Lair isn't bad, but it runs like shit. You've just described like 90% of the PS3's library. If it's not a first-party game on the PS3, it probably runs like shit. Hey, Nola. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to say hi.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint of gliding?
Do you guys want me to let these play out, or should I just skip them?
The X button at the top
Do you guys
of
want to see the
jump,
Dilfs?
and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Yes. Alright, fine, I'll let the Dilfs play. Again, there's no subtitles, so, sorry. What is a Gdilf? Why are we having this conversation? Brained it? No, that would just be... Well, okay. Gilf can be grandpa or grandma, I guess. I don't like this conversation anymore. Hey, Xeno, we're talking about how badly we want to fuck the dragons. No. Well, maybe. But no. I am a dragon, I am not the dragons. Oh, almost forgot, we have a new redeem. I've also lowered the price of the redeems, so you guys can use them more often. I am currently trying to find gems, so I...
Helps to have a map.
There we go. That's the new redeem. I spent 20 fucking minutes getting that set up. And then had to, fucking fix the thing I use for redeems, because for whatever reason it just got booted from OBS's server settings. And I couldn't get it to connect again, and it turned out I just needed to change the password. Yeah, I'll drink in a moment, hang on. I just want to grab this key. Alright, so hydrate is meant for water. My drink at the moment is lemonade mixed with water. It's like 60% water, 40% lemonade. I'm gonna count that. It's got water in it. I know what lemonade is, Val, but this is simply lemonade, which is mostly just the lemon juice with a little bit of water. This has been thinned out more with water. Is the game loud enough for you guys? Because I feel like I want to turn it up a bit more. Oh, god damn it. Real lemonade is just lemon juice and water, nothing else, no sugar. I never said anything about sugar. It's loud enough in your end. Alright, I can't hear the music, so I hope that's
Watch the dragonfly,
fine.
Spyro. His color indicates his power.
Thank you for the
Stay
Luigi,
strong,
Lola.
like me.
Sure.
Alright, where am I at? Ooh, I am missing a fair amount of gems. There's another entrance I didn't go through. I wasn't talking about all the redeems, I was talking about the, video redeems. That's all I meant. Turn off the stream. Val. Yeah, there is no sugar in... Well, there's whatever sugar is in Simply Lemonade, but I did not put any sugar in this. It's just lemonade mixed with water. It is lemon juice with water thinned out with even more water, to be specific. And no, I am not lowering the price of Turn Off the Stream because the whole point is that nobody redeems it. If you're gonna turn off my stream, you need to earn it. Sprite is inferior to 7-Up. That is true. I hate Sprite, because every time I drink Sprite, I get a really gross film in my throat. I would like to poke this guy in the ass with my hands. Over here. The turning in this game is a bit of a problem. Spike, you turned me off. Good. The only time I drink Sprite is if I'm drinking it as a mixer or if I'm not feeling good, otherwise I tend to avoid it. Well, I mean, it's fucking great if you have stomach problems. Because that'll clear up, like, any stomach problems you have real fast. Somebody says Xenoblade lore, nobody mentions Xenoblade. Yeah, that's the first boss. For the rest of the game, you can do the bosses immediately when you enter an area. This is the only one where you actually need to complete a level first. Oh my god, Nula just got me. I mentioned Xenoblade lore because they did. Oh yeah, when I took Saturday off, I Also, when I took Saturday off, I spent that 3-day weekend playing Xenoblade because this was a great opportunity to just make a shitload of progress in Xenoblade 3. And I made it to Chapter 5, which is the chapter that breaks everyone, and I cried so hard my eyes hurt for a couple hours afterwards. Also, I can honestly say that I probably will never be in the Dominican Republic. I have nothing against the country, it's just not really on my list of places to visit. I do not travel much. If you're not a fan of sugar-free stuff, avoid most sodas with the exception of Coke. 90% of them are going to have artificial sugar in them. Unless you're buying them from a supermarket in a can, which is hard to find. Yeah, the Dominican Republic is not on my list of places to go. I do not do well in hot and humid areas. I don't even do well in Chicago. I live in Chicago in the US. And it gets gross here in the summer. It's actually kind of nice right now. Ow. But normally summer is pretty gross here. We get like 90% humidity at times. It's currently 66% humid in my room, and that's not even counting outside. I don't know how humid it is outside, but if it's 67% humid in my room, it's probably worse out there. You're there at least once a year to visit family. I swear it's nice at the same time. A month with family will drive you insane by the end of it. Unless no target drives you crazy. I mean, it might be a nice vacation spot at some point, but I don't travel much, and I'm a very boring person. So, like, if I'm traveling anywhere, it's almost exclusively for the food.
Big enemies like this
I don't go to beaches much.
But a quick flame.
I don't go to amusement parks. I do visit museums. I do like some parks, but for the most part, I would much rather just eat and maybe take some nice photos of some places. I want to visit New Zealand at some point in my life, because New Zealand has some really weird and cool and absolutely gorgeous areas. Some of my favorite films were filmed in New Zealand, and it is a beautiful place. And I want to go to Japan, funnily enough, not because of video games or anime, but because of the food, and I want to go to the Fox Sanctuary. And I have some friends in Canada and other parts of the US that I wouldn't mind visiting at some point. Especially since, you know, since I've started streaming, I've made some streamer friends. And I've already got invited to hang out with someone if I'm ever in Toronto, so that's nice.
Spyro.
He's got an ad. I'm sorry.
Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Yeah, it looks like an ad just played.
Your secret's safe with me.
I was just talking about the places that I probably will visit at some point in my life. Japan, New Zealand, Canada. Possibly the UK, assuming that I don't get stoned the moment I enter the country for being gender non-conforming. Also, what was that? 90% humid where you are. Good God. Oh, and you guys don't even have air conditioners. UK doesn't have air conditioners, or at least it's not common. I don't know. Yeah. Ah, right, the chest. Come over here and I'll take you to Tesco and Asda. I think I've heard of Tesco. Have some Toad in the Hole and some Spotted Dick. You can buy Spotted Dick in the US. I have seen canned Spotted Dick. It's canned, so I don't know if that's normal. But I have seen Spotted Dick here. Yeah. Pork slurs? Is that what you call cops? Okay, the word I'm going to use isn't a slur, don't ban me. Finger on the button. I am waiting. Hold on a second. Roast chicken potato chips. Wait, you can get roast chicken potato chips in the Dominican Republic? Alright, whatever pork thing it was, probably shouldn't say it. Is that actually what you guys call it? Oh, in the UK. Okay. Jesus Christ, what? Well, to be fair, that word didn't start out as a slur in the UK, because it actually does mean something. Just, you know, obviously don't say it here. I wonder what... okay, yeah, I have that... I have a bunch of slurs marked as auto block in my mod settings, I think. So I won't even see that you tried to send the message. It just straight up will not go through. So you won't get banned for it, you won't get timed out for it, because nobody will even see it, because it just straight up won't go through. Roast chicken flavored crisps are a thing here too. Yeah, Dr. Smoochum was talking about the UK when they said that. I misunderstood. I thought they were talking about the Dominican Republic. Roast chicken is a flavor of Lay's or Walkers. Okay. I know John Oliver had a bit on his show about prawn cocktail chips, or crisps as you guys would call it. And I think he said it was one of the worst things he's ever had. Roast chicken flavored crisps are a thing in the UK. They're a thing here too, and they're gross. I would be much more willing to try roast chicken chips than prawn cocktail, personally. I've never had prawns. Okay, so I occasionally go to various Asian supermarkets. We have a Filipino one, a Korean one, and a Japanese one, and probably several others within Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. And all of them carry shrimp chips, which is a misnomer because they're closer to crackers. They are made from real shrimp, and they're actually very good. They don't taste anything how you would expect, nothing prawny. Okay, well, I've never had prawns, so I wouldn't even know what they taste like. I was very late to enjoying seafood in my life. I only recently started liking shrimp, actually. I can actually tolerate eating shrimp now without it being fried. I have had prawns? I don't think I have. Oh, if you're trying to do a bit there, Nula, but I don't think I've ever had prawns. I've never had crawfish. Guys.
Thanks.
Prawns are just small shrimp. Okay. Oh, I wouldn't mind trying them. I want to go to a place like... Is Joe's Crab Shack even still open? A place like Red Lobster or Joe's Crab Shack. And, get crab legs. Because, like I said, I only recently started liking most seafood, and that includes most shellfish. I've always wanted to have crab legs when I was younger, but I never liked them, because I didn't like crab. And now it just sounds really good. But we haven't gone out to eat in a while since the pandemic started, and we're only just now all getting comfortable going out again.
Spyro, did you see
God, it's been a couple hours since I last ate, and this conversation is making me hungry.
And he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
Don't go to Weatherspoon. I'd rather go to Climate Fork. There should be a thing. There we go. There are better places out there. And they're Brexit lovers. Oh, God. So the dragon eggs are actually collectible in Spyro 1, and they were brought back as the main collectible for Spyro 3. The thieves even still have them. I don't think there were any thieves. No, there were thieves in Spyro 2, but they usually had orbs. I think. Were there thieves in Spyro 2? I actually don't remember. Spyro 2 is my least favorite of the trilogy, so. What Nando's? We have Nando's in Chicago. I've actually wanted to go there. I don't know if it's the same Nando's as the UK, but we do have a Nando's here.
Thank you for releasing me.
There are thieves in Spyro 3. Well, I know there were thieves in Spyro 3. I was talking about Spyro 2, because I actually can't remember if there's thieves in Spyro 2. I know there's thieves in Spyro 3. That's the one I played the most. Because Spyro 3 is my favorite of the trilogy. And of the whole series. Yes, every Nando's is a cheeky Nando's. It's Portuguese inspired. It's the same thing. Don't know. Never been there. There's one on the main stretches of downtown right next to Millennium Park. And I think there's a Garrett's Popcorn right next to it. Plus a Lids and a Planet Fitness, something like that. Okay, I've never seen that happen before. By the way, Garrett's Popcorn is a Chicago chain. They make gourmet popcorn. I'm talking like kettle corn, caramel corn, cheese popcorn. All kinds of really nice popcorn flavors. Quite expensive, but they're very good. I've been wanting to go to one, but there's always a line going around the block. But you don't know what gourmet popcorn is? Nula, do you guys not have gourmet popcorn? Those are fighting words. There is a kind of popcorn, kind of sort of unique to Chicago, that's technically called Chicago's Mix, which is cheese popcorn and caramel popcorn mixed together. It's very good, and Chicago companies cannot actually call it Chicago's Mix because a fucking Wisconsin company stole the rights to the name. I almost couldn't beat this level as a kid. This is butter on pop. Do you guys not put butter in popcorn? What? What the fuck do you put in your popcorn? Butter is great in popcorn. What the fuck? We're not that fat. Okay, fair. Americans put butter on everything. We have deep fried butter. I wouldn't recommend it. I've never had it. But people make deep fried butter here. Wasn't that a Simpsons gag? No, that's actually a real thing. Deep fried butter is a real thing. Yeah, I don't know if it's from Texas, but I can totally believe that. That sounds like a very Texas thing to make. They'll fry anything down there. Speaking of frying things, there is a kind of sandwich that I've never had that I want to try. There is a kind of crab that people fry. And, you can get that crab on a sandwich, and it's just a whole fucking crab fried on a sandwich. And I want to try that at some point in my life. Texas food sounds like the North food. They're not blue crabs. I thought they were snow crabs.
Nasty Nork has put one of his
Oh, I don't know. I've only seen them fried, so I don't know what they look like when they're alive.
Bring them on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
By the way, Spyro went through a couple voice actors throughout the series. I don't remember his voice actor's name in Spyro 1. But he's voiced by the same guy who voiced Wacko on Animaniacs. Excuse me. In the Legend of Spyro games, at least the first one, he was voiced by Elijah Wood. And I think in Spyro 3, he was voiced by Tom Kenny, who also voiced the Professor from Spyro 2 and 3. In the remake of the Spyro trilogy, Tom Kenny voices Spyro in all 3 games and returns to voice the Professor. A lot of the other voice actors got replaced, and they didn't reprise their roles, but they got Tom Kenny back to do Spyro. Spike doesn't know what a crab looks like. I know what a fucking crab looks like. I don't know what it looks like when it's alive. I've only seen it fried. I think it's soft-shell crab. Oh, soft-shell. Yeah, that's what I meant. Fried Jesus from Dallas, Texas invented deep-fried butter at the Texas State Fair in 2009. Okay, the funny thing is, that would have been after The Simpsons, so I wonder if The Simpsons bit that Dr. Smoochen was referring to was from before 2009 or not. I know deep-fried water is kind of a thing, but that was more of an experiment and not something that people actually make. It's also incredibly dangerous. Because you do not want water anywhere near hot grease. Because that is how you get an explosion. Grease is very dangerous. I realize it's oil and not grease, but still. It's still dangerous. Hot oil is very dangerous. Oh my god, Bob. I feel like y'all are gaslighting me. Xeno actually gaslit me about stuff in Xenoblade. Or rather, stuff that wasn't in Xenoblade. I think it's fucking hilarious. I used to call it grease when I work fast food, so... Yeah, that's right, you worked at Sonic. I have been to Sonic, like, once or twice in my life, and it was... okay. The food was kind of greasy. Came out quick, though. Do you know how many fucking Sonics are in the US? There are VTubers bigger than me who have said where they worked in the past, you bitch. 4? I don't think that's right. It's not like someone can just go to Sonic's website and search your name and find you. I mean, Whiskey Dingo gets 1,000 viewers every day. Every day he streams. And he just outright said he used to work at Toys R Us. So, like, you're fine. No one's going to know what Sonic you worked at. I don't even know what Sonic you worked at. You drown me in a deep fryer? That's a very American way to go. I will say, I do apologize if you didn't want me to say that. It kind of just slipped out. But I don't think you have anything to worry about. I won't say where you currently work, obviously. But I also think I forgot where you currently work. You don't care, you just want to destroy you know.
Welcome to Peacekeepers, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been.
You don't care about the apology, or you don't care that I said you worked at Sonic?
Cover our treasure, Spyro.
Just for clarification. Just before you destroy me, I would just like to know that one thing. Can I at least have that? No. Well, I guess I'll die. You can tell how comfortable I am playing this game because I can just hold a full conversation and read chat and not really interrupt the gameplay too much. I have been playing this on and off for over 20 years. I have played this so much in my life. The funny thing is, I've actually... Spyro 3 is my favorite of the trilogy, but I've actually played Spyro 1 the most because I've started replays of the trilogy several times, and I never end up finishing Spyro 1. Let's see how comfortable you are when I hit you with testicular torsion. Fucking Link's Ultra Hand just goes in someone's nut. I don't really care what people know where I'm from. I mean, hell, if you want to meet up, cool, I can provide puppy cuddles. If not, either way. Yeah, well, as long as people don't say... I say I'm from Chicago because if I say I'm from Illinois, everyone assumes I'm from Chicago anyways. So, like, what's the point? Like, I won't say where Belle's from, obviously. And Soro has outright stated where she's from multiple times. But I say where I'm from because there's like, what, 3 or 4 million people here? I don't say what part of the city I'm from. But I am from Chicago. Like, are you in the Mafia? I don't know if the Mafia is still a problem in Chicago. I think the Mafia haven't been active here since, the very least since Al Capone died. Or at least was put in Alcatraz. We do have gang problems, but it's not the Mafia. That is Chicago Enforcer. Is that a bad game? Because if it's a bad game about Chicago, I'll play that. I already played one, but it was in Chicago. I will judge if it is an accurate depiction. You've heard it is? Yes. Okay. I will judge if it is an accurate depiction of Chicago or not. That was what I will do. So, send me the info after stream, or right now or whatever, and I will look at it after stream at least. And maybe add it to the list. Now, like I said before, I am very picky about what bad games I buy for stream. Because I don't want my collection to be full of clutter. But if there's a bad game that takes place in Chicago, I want to play it. How about Watch Dogs? Funnily enough, Watch Dogs does actually have a fairly accurate depiction of Chicago. Like, from what I know, it's actually got the best depiction of Chicago in any video game.
Well done, Spyro!
It's not on Steam, but it is on PC and Xbox. Is that original Xbox? Yeah, alright. Streaming the original Xbox version is currently a problem, but it will eventually not be a problem. I currently cannot fit the original Xbox on my desk, but once I can mount my monitors, that will be less of a problem. It's also not accurate at all. Well, it's the most accurate. That doesn't mean it's at all accurate. Shout out to when Watch Dogs was first revealed and everyone oohed and awed at the concept of, oh, you can disrupt the game by hacking things. And the game just ended up being press X to hack. And nothing else. Also, you're supposed to be the good guy, like actually the good guy, and all you end up doing is causing problems for everyone else. From what I know, the sequel is better. Remember when the reveal had a ton of graphical effects that were completely removed in the final release because they were too distracting? I kind of do and don't miss old E3. Because I do not miss literally cringing at businessmen in suits trying to show off a video game and just saying the stupidest fucking shit. However, I do miss businessmen absolutely embarrassing themselves by saying that. Peggle 2! Complete silence. Ever wonder what the bottom of an Avatar shoe looks like? Well, bam. There it is.
Thank you for releasing me.
I still love being introduced to the one that was about, what was it? A, historically accurate game about Japanese history, and there's just a giant fucking crab in it. So anyways, here's a giant crab. Attack its weak point for massive damage. I know Nintendo had some great moments at E3. Everyone loves My Body Is Ready. Everyone loves Reggie getting fried by Bowser, and then he comes up on stage actually fried. Everyone loves Miyamoto throwing Pikmin at the audience. Everyone loves Reggie saying, "I like French food," when they were showing off Zombie U. I think there's one Nintendo E3 moment that is incredibly underrated, and that is one of the early E3 experiences where Miyamoto and his personal translator Bill Trin, who's also the head of localization at Nintendo at one point, were doing a Q&A, and a guy got on the mic and asked a question in Japanese, and when he finished, Miyamoto turned to Bill Trinan and said something, and Bill Trinan said into the mic, "I think that was the worst Japanese I've ever heard." I need to find a clip of that and send it to you guys. That's one of my favorite E3 moments. I didn't see that live, because that was actually before I started watching E3. But, that's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen happen at E3. Target destroyed, exactly. I just love the thought that the dude, like... Is there a chest over here? Yes. Okay, I shouldn't be coming here. The dude probably just so fucking nervous and had practiced that question to get everything right, and all Miyamoto's response was, "That is the worst Japanese I've ever heard." Honestly though, while the playable experiences are always cool, I don't think we need E3 anymore. With the era of streaming and the internet and social media, developers can get things out more easily and without embarrassing themselves, usually. And I think it's a preferable way of digesting the information, really. Also means people don't need to go to an expensive venue full of sweaty nerds. Okay, well, to be fair, E3 was previously just journalists. But still. When they opened it to the public a few years before lockdown hit, it was definitely full of sweaty nerds.
glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty.
Seeing E3 from a distance is
Plain-boiled,
pretty cool, I guess.
a pinch of salt.
Yeah, I guess. There were some good moments at E3, but... oh no, I think E3 is well over and done with. The Game Awards has essentially become the new E3 anyways. Speaking of the Game Awards, since we've been talking about E3 moments, what is your favorite The Game Awards moment? Mine is a tie between when they had one of the Muppets doing a fork knife bit about Fortnite, and you could audibly hear someone from the audience yell, "Oh, for fuck's sake." Okay, I was hoping nobody would say Bill Clinton, but that was a moment. Also, the one year where Genshin Impact won an award and they had some influencer nobody heard of announce it, and she just looks at the letter, confidently looks at the camera and says, "Genshin Impact." Flute guy going absolutely crazy playing The Weight of Life is fucking amazing. For those who haven't played Xenoblade, The Weight of Life is one of the most, I think, emotional songs from Xenoblade 3. And they had a guy in the orchestra playing the flute for that song, and he was going fucking ham on it, and it was amazing. He was having the time of his life. I will say, as much as I like to shit on Jeff Kiley and the Game Awards, I do love the Game of the Year medleys. Those are my favorite. That's my favorite part of the Game Awards. So when that Genshin Impact thing happened, I wasn't watching the show, and for some reason, my immediate first thought was that Adam Jensen from Deus Ex was added to the game. You might say he never asked for that. Glows in the fucking dark. Todd Howard. Also, both fuck the Oscars, and sometimes it just doesn't fucking work. Yeah, Bethesda has its problems, but Todd Howard just fucking dropping F-bombs is actually kind of awesome. And, I don't know who said fuck the Oscars. Oh, the guy who did It Takes Two and A Way Out, his drunken rant one year. I don't remember anything he said, but Jeff Kiley, Josef Fares, yeah. Jeff Kiley was desperately trying to get him to shut up, and he would not listen. I don't know how you died, but okay. The drunken rant was fuck the Oscars. Okay, so that was Josef then, who said fuck the Oscars. Yeah, I just remember Jeff Kiley was desperately trying to get him to stop talking, and it would not work. Alright, click down, yeah. I don't completely hate the Game Awards. I do hate how it's handled. Every time a Nintendo game comes out, it always gets shoved into the best family game category. And it always feels like there's an obligatory Nintendo game in the Game of the Year list. I'm not saying every Nintendo game is Game of the Year material, but it always feels like they just shove one in there just to have a Nintendo game in the Game of the Year list. The two times where it was absolutely deserved, though, was Xenoblade 3 and, what was it? Metroid Dread. That being said, for Metroid Dread's year, I actually wanted Psychonauts 2 to win. Not Metroid Dread. As much as I love Metroid Dread, I wanted Psychonauts 2 to win, and they got fucking snubbed. How Psychonauts 2 lost Best Art Direction is beyond me. What was Xenoblade nominated for? Best Soundtrack, I think Best RPG, and Game of the Year. How Henry McIntyre wasn't nominated for Best Actor or Best Voice Actor is also beyond me, because my God, did someone kill him or something?
How's the dragon
in
supposed to
Xenoblade 3.
flame metal armor?
He gives such an emotional
Remember,
performance.
Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, That should do it.
Oh, Harry McIntyre. I always get it mixed up. Harry McIntyre. He should have been nominated. I think Xenoblade 3 did win Best RPG, though. But the fact that JRPG was nominated for Game of the Year is actually pretty important, because Japanese games don't usually get nominated like that at the Game Awards, and especially not JRPGs like Xenoblade. But Xenoblade 3, from what I've played, absolutely deserved the nomination and it should have won. What did it even lose to? Was it God of War Ragnarok? Excuse me. Way Out was... sorry, I getting caught up on chat. A Way Out was fantastic, but I haven't gotten to It Takes Two. From what I know of It Takes Two, it is literally the best co-op experience in the history of video games, with quite possibly one of the worst video game stories in recent memory. Oh, a fun fact, these enemies can't actually damage you with their attacks, but they can knock you off the level and into hazards and other enemies. But they're not actually, they actually don't hurt you by themselves. Yeah, from what I know, It Takes Two is good as long as you ignore the story, because if the story is actually really terrible. You play as two very terrible people. But, as far as the gameplay is concerned, it is amazing co-op, from what I know. I kind of want to get it. I was considering talking to Soro about it so we can stream it as a kind of cheeky thing, since we are a couple and the game is about a couple getting divorced. Like, maybe a bad joke, but it is not a bad thing to play if you are actually dating someone. Because the entire game, the whole point of why the couple is doing the things is because the Book of Love is trying to repair their relationship for the sake of their daughter. However, they do some pretty terrible things trying to get back to normal. But I think there's supposed to be some more nuance in that. It's just that you have to, like, go through a lot of really, really bad writing. Sorry. Yeah, Soro, exactly. That is the best thing you can possibly do if you're a couple playing, is just point everything that they're doing wrong. The main thing they're doing wrong is how they're fucking handling what they're doing to their daughter as part of it. I won't say what it is, because I do actually want to stream the game, and I want you guys to find out if you haven't seen it already. But, you do some pretty terrible things as a parent in that game. And the fact that, people kind of ignore that is very interesting to me. Yes, I want to play A Way Out as well. I was considering getting both on Steam, since that is probably the easiest way for anyone to play it with me, as opposed to getting it on something else. And let me get caught up on chat a little bit. It Takes Two is a game about two adults abusing their child, and it's supposed to be a relationship game. These two adults came to the conclusion... Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say, but that's it. That's the main point. Xenoblade lost Game of the Year to Elden Ring, lost score and music to God of War, and lost RPG to Elden Ring. Oh, for a god. How the fuck did it lose score and music to God of War? God of War's soundtrack isn't bad, but I wouldn't call it memorable. I have never thought to myself, I will now listen to God of War's soundtrack for no reason. But I listen to Xenoblade soundtrack all the time. Maybe not Xenoblade 3, because I don't actually have it yet, because I usually don't grab a soundtrack for a game until I finish it. But I do listen to the first one, and sometimes the second one. I do question why some of these games win Best Soundtrack. Because one year, I don't remember what game it was, but one game lost to Red Dead Redemption 2 for Best Soundtrack. And Guardians of the Galaxy was nominated for Best Soundtrack, even though it's all licensed. Have you played God of War Ragnarok? No, I never finished God of War 2018, and I don't even know if I will at this point. It is very hard for me to care about Sony games right now. God, this guy. Ragnarok music is practically identical to God of War 2018 soundtrack. I have nothing against Elden Ring.
You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that world.
I have nothing against Elden Ring. I just have no interest in it. I'm sure it's a good game. It definitely looks like it's a good game, but I never saw anything about the game that told me that I should play it. I also don't play Souls-likes, so I have no attachments to that kind of game. Maybe I'll play it in the future. Below some dung meter sees me no reason to play it. Oh, thank God I did that right. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna die. I don't think there's something behind that. Go back up here. You're interested in Elden Ring, but you refuse to touch it because of the Game Awards. Yeah, like, I mean, the Game Awards is a fucking popularity contest for sure, but Xenoblade deserved to win more of that. Oh, you really can't hit it here. At the very least, they should have won Best Score in Music. It's kind of cringe, I'm gonna be honest, sorry. You're cringe. Yeah, I don't know why Elden Ring was nominated for Best Narrative, because I never... Souls games don't really have much of a direct narrative. It's all passive. Hell, most of it's just from the lore. Like, the little, tips or whatever, or item descriptions. I think there's something like that. Is that it? We done here? We're done here. Yep, we're done. I thought that it beat scoring for best art direction because scoring sucks ass. One year, I think it was 2021. 12 Minutes was nominated for best narrative, and that game had no place being at the Game Awards at all. Certainly not for best narrative. 12 Minutes was the game where you had 12 minutes to do a sequence, and your actions would change how it played out. And there's a big plot twist, and I'm just going to spoil it since I don't think anyone cares. The big plot twist of 12 Minutes is you married your sister and didn't realize it. Neither of you realized it. And the whole story hinges on you discovering that you married your sister. That absolutely should not have been nominated for Best Narrative, and it got a lot of really bad press because of that. Because that is not a great plot twist to have. So when I won Best Art Direction, it would have been another Suicide Squad wins an award for Best Costumes. Well, I mean, a bad game can have good art direction. Though I know Scorn was pretty divisive. Not everyone hated it, though. I want to play it. I actually want to play it. Because it's one of those games that, from what I know, you kind of need to decide for yourself if you like it or not. I have not heard great things about it, but I want to form my own opinion on it. The main sore spot I have with Game Awards, though, is Psychonauts 2 losing Best Art Direction. I don't remember what it lost to.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
Oh, I remember. Psychonauts 2 lost Best Art Direction to Deathloop. Nothing against Deathloop, but you cannot look at a game like Psychonauts 2 and think Deathloop has better art direction than it. Psychonauts 2 didn't even win anything. It should have, because it was one of the best. It was one of the best games of the year it came out. Had I actually played it in 2021, it would have been my game of the year. But I didn't play it until the next year. To be fair, a lot of flack that Scorn got was people not understanding what the game was from the marketing, so people went into it assuming it was one thing when it wasn't. Yeah, I think a lot of people were assuming an FPS because that's what it, like an actual first-person shooter or something. Which is what the marketing made it look like, but it's actually more of a, it's actually closer to Myst than a proper FPS. So, that's still on them, though, because they should not have marketed the game like that. Or whoever marketed it. Alright, well, maybe I'm misremembering. But I think a lot of people didn't know what it actually was, at least. I just... If hand-to-hand any combat, more puzzles, it would have been better. That too. I do know the combat was the worst part. The combat was absolute garbage. I should know. I played and beat the game.
Spyro.
I didn't mean to skip that. Sadly, marketing can make a break. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? I actually remember you playing the game, Bell, and you were criticizing it the whole time. It's one of those games... Oh, I almost fell. It's one of those games that, from what I know, you really need to play it yourself to form an opinion on it, because you cannot gauge how good it feels to play just from watching it. I know I can't, because a lot of people criticize the controls.
Thank you
getting
for
mad just
releasing
thinking
me.
about it. I know some movies that were good, but were ruined due to very bad marketing. Ow. Brutal Legend. A game that I've barely played. I know sold very poorly because it got really bad marketing. I think it was published by EA or Activision, one of the two. And they marketed it like an action game when it's actually more of a strategy game. With some action. And that really hurt the game's sales. I've heard the game is very good, though. I've been wanting to play it. I might actually stream it if the music is saved. I'd have to look into whether if I'd be able to stream it or not, or if I'd have to futz with my audio settings. Because I can stream games with copyrighted music if I set OBS to not actually record the game's audio. It'd completely ruin the VOD. But at least you guys would be able to hear the game properly. But yeah, I never beat it either. Yeah, I have two versions of it. I have it on Steam and I have it on, I think, PS3. Or Xbox 360, one of the two. And I never finished it. I really should. Penis 3. It's 2007. Sony has just released their latest console. It is very expensive. It has no games. It is 2021. Sony has just released their latest console. It is very expensive. It has no games. Excuse me, this is Resistance Fall of Man Erasure, and I will not stand for it. I really need to play that. I don't think I own any of the Resistance games. I know there's like a trilogy collection on PS3 that I almost bought and never did. Tell you what, Bell, though, if I can get PS3 streaming working at some point, I will stream Resistance when I get it. If you own a PS3, you basically own it for Sony's first-party games because none of the third-party games are worth playing. Or at least very few are, because nobody could get anything to run correctly on the damn console. I do want to get a couple more PS3 games, though, because I want to get Heavenly Sword, Ashura's Wrath, and Beautiful Katamari. Because Beautiful Katamari is the one Katamari game that's worth playing that I don't actually own in some form. I own Beautiful Katamari digitally, and I'm actually going to buy a physical copy soon. And after that, all I will need is Beautiful Katamari. And I'll have basically the whole series. There is no Vita entry. There is no Vita entry named Touch My Katamari, and it most certainly does not have a creepily realistic King of All
dragons
Cosmos.
thought you weren't ready.
There's no such thing as that. Why
I
would you say
knew
that?
they were wrong.
Yeah, sadly, PS5 or gaming lately just been nothing but remasters or remakes. That's why I've been going with indies. Like, it's very funny to me that every now and then some Twitch streamer I've never heard of with 5 million followers named Mr. McDouchebag will say, there's nothing coming out today. And I go to click on his profile and he's partnered with Kick and only streams COD. I'm not referring to anybody with that actual name, but that is a very good summary of what I have seen. Y'all can probably think of at least one viral tweet that fits that criteria in some way. You might say it's a very disrespectful tweet, if you get my drift.
Thank you for releasing me.
And if I was a doctor, it would be very disrespectful. Just a reminder, though, please do not disparage other content creators by name. I do not want my community to have that as a habit. I will do it in private. I may call out people publicly, but I do not want my streams to be me criticizing other content creators unless it's deserved. If you stream on Kick, fuck you. I forgot to check if I got all the gems. Okay, good. I think I did. I don't know, a lot of third-party games run fine, just often not as well as their Xbox 360 counterparts. Then you got cases like Skyrim. Okay, good. Like, usually unless you're comparing them side to side, it's not much of a difference. I like disrespectful twat. Or this reviewer has seen that called Elden Ring the worst game ever made, yet says WWE 2K11 was the best ever. There's this little red guy that totally sucks and I hate him. Oh, I wonder who that could be. Yeah, just don't name other content creators if you're just going to call them shitty or something, because I actually can get in trouble for that. It's not likely, but I actually can get in trouble for that. Because if I say something about them, and they find out, and it is factually incorrect, I actually do have a libel case against me. Or a defamation one if it happens to get enough attention. Now, of course, if someone is going to sue me for that, that probably means they're a bitch baby. Because if they were a real grown adult, they would own up to it, or just call me an asshole or something. But still, I can actually suffer legal consequences for doing that. And I have a tendency to think with or speak without thinking, so that's why I don't want to get into that habit, because that is a great way to get myself into trouble. Ow. Oh, these enemies can straight up knock you off the side of the level. I'll sue ya! I'll take all your money! I'll sue ya! If you even look at me funny! God, I haven't thought about that song in a while. I love the Dragon. I wish he would make more music. I think he is done making albums, so if he makes any more songs, there'll be like singles or not studio albums. Everyone loves Weird Al, and if they don't, they need to be annihilated. Yeah, like, if you don't like Weird Al Yankovic, I actually think there's something wrong with you. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Weird Al, as a musician, is an extremely talented person. He plays several instruments, and he composes,
so cool.
When he does parodies, his band is doing that by ear. They don't have sheet music. They don't ask for it. They do it by ear. And he's just really a great guy. He refused to do a beer ad that would have given him a couple $1 million because he doesn't drink beer. He did not see a point in promoting something he doesn't use. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't even curse. Though it's not bad though. There was that one rapper who got offended. That would be Coolio, and that was actually due to a miscommunication between him and his record company. And before Coolio died, he and Weird Al actually made amends. Because Coolio outright said he never had any ill will towards Weird Al. There was just a big miscommunication about that song. And years later, they actually did hug it out at an event. I've only heard the one song by Coolio, but he was pretty good, so we did lose a legend when he died. I'm not really one that listens to a lot of rap. I do enjoy some rap, but... And I've only heard the one song from Coolio, but I do know he was kind of a legend. So. One of my favorites is Amish Paradise. That is a good one. That is an absolute banger. My favorite Weird Al song is actually one of his newer ones, and it's Word Crimes, because that song is me. I am the one who is singing that song. That is literally how I am, because I hate it when people speak incorrectly when they're a native English speaker. And it's also a really good parody of a really awful song done by an awful person. People have referred to Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines as the date rape song, because that's what it is! Seriously, don't fucking listen to it. It is pure trash. And the funny thing is, that album had another song from a similar kind of person, because it also had a parody of Fancy by Iggy Azalea, who's just as bad for an entirely different reason, because she's fucking racist. Like, genuinely racist. She's also like one of the worst rappers I've ever heard, and everyone thinks she's a terrible rapper. But, she thinks she's hot shit, and she's not. And it's really funny, there's this one video where, she was in some kind of rap battle with another rapper. And I need to point out, she's white, the other rapper was black, and the other rapper had a friend with him. And her bit in the rap battle was just her saying, "When I win," several times in a black accent. And then she kind of like tilted her head as if she just dropped a hot lyric or something. And the other rapper and his friend just looked at each other like, what the fuck is this bitch on? I'll try to find the video after stream. But it's my favorite video of Iggy Azalea because she really is just a dumpster fire of a human, and she thinks she's cool when she's not. She's kind of like the Elon Musk of female rappers. She's not Missy Elliott, that's for sure. Yeah, Weird Al's doing a lot these days. He's oh god, this world. Am I gonna beat this game tonight? No, we got 3 worlds left, not 2. That's right. I actually might be able to beat this game tonight. Hang on. We're halfway through the game already, and we're halfway through stream. Let me... Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm burping a lot. Short game, bad value for money. Well, I am skipping a few levels. So.
I want you to release the dragons.
Fucked up that word crime's like 10 years old now. Oh god, don't say that. GTA 5 is 10 years old, and it's still coming out and still topping the charts somehow. Literally everyone and their mother owns GTA 5, and it's still always in the top 10. 10 years since the last Killzone game. Give me one sec here. Let me check the weather real quick. I'm not supposed to have this AC on if it's below 64 degrees out. I know, it's 70. It's actually really cold in here, so I'm just going to turn my AC off for right now. I'll turn it on again later. Niche. We're halfway through the stream. I'm going to take a short break as soon as I 100% this level, or this hub. It should only take a couple moments. So for those who are new, I started doing a thing where halfway through stream, I put on my intermission screen. So everyone can get up, stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, and so I can get up, stretch, grab a snack, and grab a drink. But also kind of thinking maybe I should start streaming for an extra hour and go for 4 hours instead of 3. I just don't know if I would want to start earlier or go later. That's a tough question. Because I need to go to sleep and get up early-ish. Well, you don't have to stay for the whole stream. I do post my VODs after every stream, so...
You can charge along with them.
You can always catch up with those.
Supercharge? Excellent.
Go ahead, try it.
Yeah, but I want to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. Find the key, find the key, find the Where did that come from? My god, how old is that movie? Why did I just quote that? Just without thinking. Do you guys fucking remember the old Eddie Murphy movie from like 2002 called Haunted Mansion? I just quoted that out of the blue because I got a key. I will just quote things without really thinking about it. And why do I remember that one bit from a really bad 2000s Eddie Murphy movie? There's a man has heard of it. Oh, thank God I'm not insane. It wasn't very good. It was based on a Disney ride. They saw the success of Pirates of the Caribbean and thought, what other Disney rides can we turn into a movie? And they chose Haunted Mansion. Which, you know, great setting for a movie.
Learn to fly. Got it.
But it feels like they didn't quite understand what made Pirates of the Caribbean so good. Because Pirates of the Caribbean basically has nothing to do with the ride. It's like a wholly original movie. It happens to be really fucking good. Second one is good too. The third one is okay. The fourth one is a movie. And I never saw the fifth one. If there's a fifth one. Alright, it's 100%. Here where the first level is. It is here, actually. Yeah. Okay. Well, I remember watching Pluto Nash. After 2, they were just milking it like Shrek. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what Pluto Nash is. You guys remember Shark Tale? That's another forgettable movie from that time. The one with the really weird faces. I think the pufferfish guy got turned into a meme recently when he's facing the camera. I had the GameCube game based on it. And, it was an experience. I kind of want to get the Shark Tale game again so I can stream it. Because the GameCube era had some really weird and sometimes occasionally really good licensed games. Like games that had no right to be good. A bunch of people have been streaming Chicken Little recently, and apparently it's actually really good. I actually liked Shark Tale when I first watched it, but looking back, it's not really a great film. Not one of Will Smith's best films. That's when they were putting Will Smith in everything. He kind of fell off after that when everyone realized he's actually not that great of an actor. Because no matter who he's playing, he's always playing Will Smith. It's like Dwayne Johnson, basically. Except he's actually funny. Wait, Chris Rock? Is that Chris Rock? I thought that was Will Smith. Was that Chris Rock? That wasn't Chris Rock, was it? I didn't just get Chris Rock and Will Smith mixed up, did I? You sure? Wait a minute. I have to look this up, because I don't remember that being Chris Rock. No, that was Will Smith. Yeah, I just looked it up too. That was Will Smith. That's not Chris Rock. I was very confused for a moment, because I was certain it was Will Smith. Chris Rock was in Madagascar, though, which I think came out around the same time. He was the lead in that. That was another animated movie. And there's a Disney movie very similar to it called The Wild, which is fucking terrible. I think it was Disney. Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith. True. Alright. So, halfway point. I'm going to take my break here. Think of the Germ movie. Osmosis Jones. The cartoon based on it is actually really good. It was actually... I actually think it was a very good cartoon. Yeah, Osmosis Jones. Wait, Robert De Niro, Martin Scorsese, and Jack Black were all in Shark Tale? Well, I knew Jack Black was in it, but not the others. What the fuck? Alright, so, halfway point. I'm going to take my break. I'm going to put on the intermission screen. Y'all grab a drink, grab a snack, stretch, whatever you need to do. I will be back in a few minutes and enjoy the music. Be warned, it might be a... Oh my god, it's Koi. Hi, Koi. Welcome on in, Raiders. I was literally just about to go to an intermission. Welcome on in. Were you still streaming the randomizer? Raiders, if you're new here, I am Spyke, the Dapper Dragon. This is Sunday, so we're doing my Retro Night stream, and I am streaming one of the most important games from my childhood, Spyro the Dragon. We'll be doing the other 2 games in the near future. Welcome on in, everyone. So, unfortunately, I was literally just about to go to my break screen to grab a snack. So I hope you guys will stay for a little bit, because I really need to get a snack or something. So I will catch up on chat when I'm back. Y'all just enjoy the music. Finished the randomizer and the seed was rude. I saw it looked rough. Ulvi. Oh, I'm gonna butcher that name. Ulvi, thank you for the follow. All right, I'll be back. I am so sorry, Raiders. I was literally just about to do this. So, just enjoy the music.
Great.
Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna ready and run, getting hungry and tired. See you later, have a good stream. I'm sure you're gone by now, but thank you for coming on in, Koi. Sharing your community with me. Also, 96 Meat 69. Thank you for the follow if you're still here. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Alpine Ridge. So, what I was snacking on, we have a brand of chips here called Donkey Chips. They're tortilla chips. They're really good. Actually, my favorite tortilla chips. And we have some chip dips that that I've been using to dip them in. I think it's just a big brand. It's like, I think Dean's or something like that. Which has a lot of really good chip dips and cream cheese and whatnot. They seem to have a new series of sports bar dips. We have their nacho cheese dip, which is pretty good. But they also have a chip dip called Loaded Potato Skins. It is a dip, and just like most dips, it's made of basically sour cream and other seasonings. With what I think is chives and bits of cheese. And I'm impressed. It actually tastes like loaded potato skins. It's very weird, and I kind of like it. Don't know who comes up with this shit, but... Carolyn Beans. It's very disconcerting when I pick up my glass and the coaster comes with it.
Noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
Alright, so that is the way we're supposed to go. I'm gonna go here first. I am dead. I'm supposed to go up the stairs, aren't I? Fuck. Hey, Nilla. I got raided. Nilla, you just missed it. I went on break and was snacking on a chip dip with tortilla chips. Loaded potato skins chip dip. How does that make you feel? I specifically want to know how Nula feels about this. Confused. It's a chip dip. So, it is made with sour cream, and it has chives in it, bits of cheese, I think. And, well, it's flavored like it. It's not actually, it doesn't actually have it in it. It's just flavored like it. It's flavored like loaded potato skins, which is just loaded potato wedges. So by chips, I mean, like a potato chip or tortilla chip dip. But the actual potato skins are, funnily enough, closer to what you would call chips. They're what we would call potato wedges, or, yeah, potato wedges. I've had loaded potato skins before. They're actually really good. Yes, it is an American chip dip that tastes more like British chips, I guess. Yeah. Loaded potato skins. Oh, fuck. It was a hollowed out baked potato. Oh, not really hollowed out. It's more like it's cut into shapes, like wedges. And then baked. And topped with stuff. Because, like, loaded potato wedges would have cheese, sour cream, maybe some bits of tomatoes. Some, what am I thinking of? So, what's the last item? It's like dirty fries. We don't call it dirty fries. I don't know what you guys call dirty fries, but loaded fries are French fries that are served in a container and topped with sour cream, sometimes cheese, sometimes bacon bits, sometimes jalapenos, usually diced tomatoes, maybe some chives, that kind of stuff. That is what we call loaded fries. Loaded fries from some places around here are a meal on their own. What's it called? Dirty fries. Interesting. I did not know that. That's pretty cool, actually. It is funny that America and the UK have a lot of similar foods that go by completely different names. Like what you guys call, I think it's custard, is what we call, I want to say yogurt, I think. Because custard for us is what Japan calls pudding. What you guys call fish fingers, we call fish sticks. All those dirty fries because it's fucking filthy in it. Okay, uni. Spark an idiot. Yeah, British dialect and American dialects are very interesting when you compare them. Because in the UK, it's a lift. In the US, it's an elevator. In the UK, the back of the car is the boots. In the US, it's the trunk. In the UK, you call them potato chips. We call them French fries. In the UK, you call it a school. We call it a shooting range.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter world.
In the UK, you're allowed to viciously insult your friends, and it's a term of endearment. Oh, I do that all the time with some of my friends. Oh, I do that with Bal. I don't know if he considers it a term of endearment, but I do. You should hear the names that I call Xeno. We call each other bitches and fuckers all the time. I don't even know who you are. Exactly. Bal doesn't know me. We're best friends. Actually, Bal, how long have I known you at this point? It's been, like... I've known you for around the same amount of time I've known Soro, so I've known you for what? A little over 10... maybe around 10 years? 9.5 years. God damn. I've known you for a long time.
Remember that these blue thieves haven't stolen eggs only in the magic.
Aside from Soro, you're like the
Don't worry,
one online
I'll
friend that I
take care
talk
of
to the most. There's a fly in my room. Uh-oh. Would have been late 2013 because I started using the Steam communities in that furry server when we met that year. Yeah, and that's when I was really figuring out myself as a furry. So your tip culture is fucked up. Forced gratuity payments at eateries. Just pay your staff. Yeah, it is fucked up. In other countries, if you tip your waitstaff, you'll get yelled at. If you do that in Japan, it's considered insulting, because in Japan, if you tip your waiter, you're telling them that they don't get paid enough. Which, ironically, is just how it is in the US. They don't get paid enough. I bet in other countries they actually pay a living wage. Yeah, and workers actually have rights. America! Fuck yeah! I hate it here. It's the only home I've ever known, but it's not really the best home. Like, America! Fuck you! We do tips here, but it's accepted as, like, I'm going to give this person because I like them or they went above and beyond. Yeah, here, if they don't get tipped, they don't really get paid. The US has a lot of problems. Ow. Ish could be a problem. I was trying to get the butterfly. When I worked at Sonic, I think the waitstaff made like $5.25
They
an hour.
insist on moving everything in sight.
Yeah, the US is fucked, man. I mean, we've been fucked for a long time, but I do not like the trajectory we're heading in. Like, the kind of people that are running for president. Oh. Shit. We are possibly fucked. Yeah, I'm just gonna come right out and say it, so I'm not just talking vague. But the one silver lining of DeSantis and Trump running against each other, assuming Trump is, not in prison at the time, is if both of them run, they are going to split the voter base so badly because we all know neither of them are going to take a loss down. They're going to split the Republican voters base so badly, neither of them will win. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. The U.S. is fucked in a lot of ways, but I lucked out. I live in Chicago. This is one of the most progressive cities in the country. It's also the third largest city in the country.
Remember that supercharge
So, like,
makes you invincible.
I live in a great place. Chicago has problems, to be fair. It has problems. And it is still in the U.S., so it carries with it a lot of the same problems that the country has. But I'd still rather live here than most of the countries. I know that some states have laws in place that make you count tips as part of your income, so of course they aren't going to pay your minimum wage. They're betting on you getting enough tips to make enough to count it as minimum wage. Oh yeah, there's that too. And remember with the politics rule, if I don't bring it up first, I would encourage you not to bring it up. But it's really a case-by-case basis. Generally speaking, if I don't bring something up, don't bring it up. However, talking about capitalism or tipping or jobs or whatever, that's fine. Just want to make that clear. I want to keep things civil and pleasant. Sometimes real-world topics come up. Sometimes they may be not the most fun things to talk about. But as long as everyone is civil, and people don't try to cause problems, and, know when to stop talking, that's fine. Also, you can't fall off in half of this level. At least this side. You can fall off and die in minutes. You'd love to move to the Nordics like Switzerland. If I was going to move anywhere else, it would probably be Canada or New Zealand. Both of which are unfortunately very expensive. More so New Zealand. Unfortunately, I'd probably get denied a visa because I'm autistic. Cause problems and I get to use this nice hammer I found. Yeah, exactly. And I will point out, I am somewhat lax when it comes to discussing politics compared to other streamers. Do not abuse them. Or Xeno will use that hammer. Nordics have some of the highest standards of living in Switzerland. I know Sweden is supposed to be one of the best places to live. If I spoke German, I would consider moving to Germany, because I know Germany is also one of the best places to live if you're LGBT, which is very funny to me. I also know out of most countries in Europe, it has the highest concentration of furries, probably for that reason. German is easy to learn. It's not that different from English, from what I know. It's actually very similar to English. Sorrow, that actually was not prompted by you. That was prompted by me bringing up Trump and DeSantis. That had nothing to do with you. That was actually because I mentioned Trump and DeSantis. I pulled it on myself. Because it was relevant to what we were talking about with the US being fucked. So, you actually didn't do anything. You were just the last person I responded to when I realized I should state that, because I had mentioned Trump and DeSantis before I read your message. But you actually did nothing wrong. Fuck! Oh. Oh, those guys are invincible until I do something. Oh, that wasn't the thing, was it? No, it's the entrance of the, third level. English is just a ton of other West Europe languages anyway. Pretty much. I need to get past you, buddy. Spike, regarding Germany being LGBT friendly, may I say something related to a certain faction based in that country during World War II? Do I want to hear it, is the question. I will let you say it, but tread carefully. Not that you would say anything inappropriate, but I mean, that is a topic that I normally would not want people to talk about. Like, that faction is the whole reason I said that it's funny to me, because of Germany's history. There we go. Yeah, Germany is ashamed of it. They actually do have a far right problem. But one of the first things they did was destroy a wealth of LGBT literature. That is true. They also destroyed a Jewish institute that was researching sex and gender. Which, had that not happened, we might have had a better understanding of gender dysphoria and other things much sooner. People forget that. That was one of the first things the Nazis destroyed. Unlike America. What part is that tied to? What is that a response to? So for this part, I have to run through here and avoid the spoders, because I can't easily get up here with the supercharge, because I need to get over here. Uh-oh. Oh! Get up, Spyro, thank you. Now we have the super flame. I don't remember if there's a third spoder. I mean, the faction they're deeply ashamed of. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. Oops. Listen, some spiders are cute. Nula is one of them. But, not all spiders. Jumping spiders are cute. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, Zeno got to watch a jumping spider get rejected by a female. A little shit. I think Zeno was like in the bathroom at the time or something, and he just got to watch that. Male did the whole dance and everything. Big titty goth spider GF, if only. That's both eggs, and we're done here. Also, no, I absolutely cannot finish this tonight. So this will take another session. Probably won't take all of next week though. So I'll probably have to have a backup game. We might just start Spyro 2 next week after I finish this. Oh wait, the exit is No, you're small. Yeah. Titanic tarantula titties. No, not that. Actually, no. Maybe I can beat this tonight. Oh, fuck. The treetops level. I'm gonna have to do that again. Wizard Peak. Wizard Peak, I think, made it into part of the Spyro track in Crash Team Racing Remake. What am I hearing out there? I don't know if the noise suppressor worked there, but I just heard a very loud and obnoxious car or something outside. When's the next Outer Wilds stream? Tomorrow. I haven't posted the schedule yet, but it will be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Outer Wilds. We might be able to finish the game tomorrow, or the DLC. If I have enough time, I'll do the ending again. Because I don't think I have much left in the DLC. Truck nut convention. Tomorrow will be Outer Wilds. Tuesday will be Bayonetta Origins, and I'm very confident I can finish the game that day. Wednesday, we will not be doing Killer 7 because I will be trying out some Steam Next Fest demos. Steam Next Fest starts, I think, tomorrow. And I'm going to see what demos are available and try them.
Welcome to Wizard Peaks.
Anson Blast, which is another WarioWare or Wario Land-like game, got a demo already, and it's not part of Steam Next Fest, but I am going to include that in the stream, even though it's not from Next Fest. If I have enough time, I want to show off Paleo Pines, which is a really cute dinosaur farm sim. Excuse me, but I don't know if I'll have enough time to do that, because I don't know how many demos I'll have just yet. Oh god, it's this level. I think it was actually a different level that made it into Spyro. This level can be a bit of a pain. Yeah, Xeno is really exciting for it. It looks really good. I don't think I'll stream it, because I don't usually stream those kinds of games. I usually save that stuff for myself. I play a lot of stuff off stream. I don't stream every game I want to play. If you're going to stream, never stream everything you want to play. You're on OG hardware right now? Yes, this is a PS2. Alright, how do I... There's no way I can reach that. It's up here. This level's a little tricky. Me and Xeno were discussing how much nicer old gen games look on CRTs. Like, right? Like, this is not a CRT monitor. This is a an LCD monitor, an HD one. And it's actually at the wrong resolution because this is upscaled. They're not even upscaled, this is a converter. So it's not very pretty to look at. Okay, how the fuck do I get up there? 'Cause I don't remember. I seem to be losing my charge for some reason. Yeah, Yeah, no, not on a CRT. I just noticed the message. What is going on? Alright, there is a ledge up there that I can't seem to hit. Oh, wait a minute. I remember what I need to do. Hold on a sec here. I think I remember at least. No, why am I losing my charge? I'm supposed to be able to carry this for quite some time. What is going on here? The black spaces between scan lines and the phosphor glow were often taken into account with old art assets, and they look so good in hardware they were designed around. Exactly. Alright, something is going on here, because I am not carrying the supercharge for as long as I am supposed to be able to. And something's up with his ramps. I am losing my supercharge. Hang on a second, this is not supposed to happen. There we go. Okay, that's what's supposed to happen. For some reason, I must be hitting these at really weird angles. Because I am supposed to keep that charge for much longer than that. Are my PS1 games finally dying? Frame rate's too high, physics are breaking. This is actually how it's supposed to run, funnily enough. It normally runs like this. Come on, Brian. Oh god, finally. Alright, so I think I'm just hitting it at a weird angle and Spyro's losing speed or something. Alright, so we lost it again there. And that's a death. You remember when you tried playing Skyrim with no VSync? That does not sound fun. Alright, yeah, something is up with this ramp here. I'm hitting it at a bad angle or something. I do remember this level being a bit of a problem in the remake, and that's that I've played the remake more recently than the original. I will stream the remake at some point. It'll probably be a bit, but I was going to stream the PC version because it runs the best. New challenge: play Skyrim at a PS3 unpatched. I think Bal first played Skyrim on PS3 actually. That's the only version I've beaten. I don't know why I did that to myself, but I did it. Alright, give me a sec here. I gotta figure out the angles here because I am just losing speed for some reason. Oh god. Yeah, something is causing me to lose speed. I don't know what it is. Guys, I don't think I can 100% this level. I'm gonna get through the treetops level? Yeah, I'm losing speed. I am somehow losing the supercharge. I don't know what I could be doing wrong. What I could be doing wrong, Noah. It's something about the angle I'm hitting the ramp at is just making me lose speed, and I've never seen this happen before. I have played this game several times. You're not supposed to be able to lose the supercharge. Hang on a sec here. You try going down multiple ramps before going up any? This level doesn't really allow for that. Because I need to go up here, and there's only one ramp I can go down to reach that. Because this ramp won't give me enough speed, or it won't give me the right angle, I don't think. Yeah, and that's a death. Because I need to be orange. Well, that's the thing. This isn't even a big trick. This is just something basic you can do. I've done it before. But for some reason, tonight, Spyro is losing speed on ramps. Because I need to get to orange speed. Yeah, I'm just not gaining enough speed, and I'm actually losing my supercharge. This is so weird. Alright, Yellow, whenever you have a solution in mind. I don't know what I could be doing wrong, because this isn't even a trick. This is just supposed to work. Where am I trying to get to? I'm trying to go down this ramp. And up this ramp to reach that. I need to hit that ledge, and the only way you can do that is by getting up both ramps. Unless I'm getting up there wrong. It's the only way I know how to get up there. Am I trying to get up to the wrong spot? Or am I trying to get up there wrong? I didn't get enough height. I'm losing my speed when I go up that ramp. Alright, can you send me that video, Nula, with the point for how to do that? How to get up there? Can you send me that real quick? Because I must be forgetting something. Sec here. Oh. Guys, never mind. I'm just fucking stupid. I'm just, like, actually stupid. Alright, well, that was 20 minutes wasted. Guys, whoever is doing that outside, if you could stop rattling my fucking windows, that would be very nice. Rattle them, boys. I cannot believe that I am just actually an idiot. I am actually stupid. Okay, don't know what that was. these things are. There's still something else up there I can do. There we go. See, that's how you're supposed to do it. I am just stupid and couldn't figure it out. Just remember dumb. Listen, fish fear me, buddy. Women fear me. Men turn their eyes away from me. No beast dare look upon me. I walk alone on this barren life. Spike, you want to suplex me? Good. Hope you do. Don't disappoint me.
Kill him! Kill him! Kill him now!
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
Alright, so we're gonna finish off this world, and I'll probably just save and quit here. So we'll have 3 worlds for next time, and the final world is really short because I think it's only like 2 levels on a boss. And you'll get to see one of the worst boss fights in video game history. Not because it's bad, because it is bad, but because it's not really a boss fight. It's more like you just run away from him a couple times and then hit him once. It's so lame. Finish you off. Hydrate? Alright, one sec. And you get 1 more health, and then I will take care of the hydrate for you. A little bit. Oh god. Hang on a sec. I'll get there. I'm trying to find health. There we go. Alright. That means that 5. So. 1. 2. Right, that's it for the lemonade. 3. 4. 5. Excuse me. I'm busy. I'm making piss. You know, I've considered replacing that sound alert, but you guys really seem to like it. It's like the most one of the most used sound alerts here. Why didn't the DK one go through?
Okay.
Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, Val, you didn't just get robbed, did you? Like, actually robbed in broad daylight. It's not broad daylight. I have 6 points now. Horror detected. Mods king me, I need more. There is actually no way for you to earn, points faster. Ugh, that's a yawn. Oh god, I'm down. I'm dying. Ugh. I'm good. Yeah, on a sec. No, hold on. That's not how it works. They spent their points. They spent their points. They don't get a refund. I did the thing. That is not how it works. No. You have to work
Thanks
for
for
those
releasing me,
points now.
Spyro. You have
Do
no
not refund
idea how
those.
long I've been trapped in Crystal. And,
Trust me,
neither
it's
do I.
brilliant.
Who are you again?
Alright, fine. Xeno, refund
outta
the
here.
points. I'm curious what this plan is, and I do not have the patience to wait for it. I'll wait for them to build up. Oh, this game. Sometimes it really pisses me off. I was gonna say, don't you fucking do it a third time, Spyro. You purple bastard. How would you say that about Spyro? He is a bastard. What am I watching for? Alright. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Is that was the plan? That was the plan? God damn it, Nula. Alright, fine. Oh, dead babies. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Xeno, if you refund those points, I will remove your mod status. I'm putting my foot down. I am blocking this plan. You have been stopped. Bet me that box the look Xena Saga if you do Smeagol is free. Mod then ban, then VIP then Gollum won the argument. Oh my god, I forgot that it's from the Gollum game. Gollum won the argument. Oh fuck, I'm dying. I should watch someone play through the Gollum game, because there's no way I'm playing it. Push Square, a Sony fan site, decided to put out an entire article talking about how Gollum sold best on PS5. An admirable achievement, I suppose. Alright, so that gives me access to the Beastmaker's world. I'm going to, actually top the charts. Yeah, it actually sold really well. Somehow. Yeah, for a week, though. Alright, I'm going to attempt to avoid hitting any gems. Actually, you know what? I'll clear this hub, and then I'll end. That would be a much better spot for ending than just ending. By the way, funny thing, Val, since you mentioned Resistance. Resistance was made by Insomniac Games, who made Spyro. Insomniac actually made a fair amount of games for Sony, but they weren't owned by Sony until a few years ago.
An electrified junk heap, and it used to be so.
Yeah, they made Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, Spider-Man, and then they made the multi-plat game Song of the Deep, and they made Sunset Overdrive for Xbox. Apparently, Sony owns Sunset Overdrive now. Val, you played Sunset Overdrive. Was it actually any good? Because that was like the one thing that made me want an Xbox One, because I actually liked what I saw of it. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Yeah, it was actually good? Okay. When we finally get a Series X, I will probably get Sunset Overdrive. Because, it was like the one exclusive, like actual exclusive, that the Xbox One had that was any good. If you completely ignore games that are on PC as well, Sunset Overdrive was like the only really good exclusive it had. I liked what I watched of someone playing Recore, but from what I've heard, Recore wasn't very good. Halo says hello. Halo's on PC now, though. Wait, is Halo 5 still exclusive to Xbox? Did they never port Halo 5 to PC? Halo, yeah, okay, that is true. Well, okay, can you really call a remaster collection exclusive when it's a collection of remasters? Like, oh, what was that? Uh-oh. There we go. That was weird. Yes, you can. Alright. I mean, like, I would count it, personally, but that... It is funny to me to consider a remaster collection, or just a remaster in general, to be exclusive when the game itself is technically not exclusive, since it's a remaster of a game, implying it was previously on something else. Because all but 2 of the games are also exclusive, and the ones that weren't had bad PC ports. That is fair. Yeah, I'm not like trying to say, oh, if a game is on PC and a console, then it's not exclusive. Because it is actually a type of exclusive, but that's not what I consider when I'm trying to decide if I want to buy a console. Because the thing that pulls me to buy a console usually is what is exclusive to it, and sometimes I factor in what is currently not available on current consoles, but was available on previous consoles, like, for example, the Evercade, which has a lot of games that are not currently available on current consoles, but have all been on older consoles. I would still factor that in, because I can't currently get those games on current stuff, which means I have to track down used copies. Halo 5 did get its Forge mode on PC for a while, which is weird. Servers had been shut down for Halo 2 by the time the Master Chief Collection came out as well. Best thing about Series X is the backwards compatibility and the fact that you can run RetroArch on it without custom firmware or anything like that. Didn't they actually shut down all the emulators, though? Like, I thought I heard recently that they actually removed all the emulators. Is that not true? Only for retail mode. Oh, yeah, you can enable that stuff with developer mode, I forgot. Which is just a toggle, from what I know. So they can literally bypass it at any point. Dev license is like $30 or 30 pounds. You have one. That's actually cheap. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, that would be an option if you really wanted to emulate on a fucking beast of a machine, but if I'm going to emulate on any current device, it's going to be the Steam Deck. I actually set up a bunch of emulators on the Steam Deck. I'm not going to use them right now. That's more of future-proofing. That's so I don't have to set them up later. Especially because I may get some hacks and fan translations working at some point. And I need those emulators available. Steam Deck is preferable for me because while the Series X is, I think, more powerful than the Steam Deck is still powerful in its own right. And it's also portable, which is a really nice plus. Because if you're streaming with the Steam Deck, you're essentially streaming with just a more powerful Switch. And unlike the Switch, the Steam Deck is at full power even when you're in handheld. So there's no dip if you're not docked. Which, both of you who are currently talking would know that because you have a Steam Deck. I know both of you do. Currently emulating Xenosaga, so early. Yeah, please be careful about talking about what specific games you are emulating because we're technically not supposed to talk about that. Twitch does not generally enforce that, but be careful how you word it. You don't have a Steam Deck? Oh, I thought you told me you had a Steam Deck. Oh god, motherfucking tits! Someone walked by my room when I said that. I really hope they didn't hear that. Oh, your flatmate just got one. Okay, that's what I remembered then. I remember you telling me your flatmate had one. The Steam Deck is really great. It's expensive, but if you want a good emulation machine that's portable, the Steam Deck is really your best option. I am missing 11 gems, and I don't know where they are. Give me a second, I have to look around. Yeah, you have a kitted out custom firmware Switch. That is pretty good. Played Elden Ring on Steam Deck. Yeah, you had a really pleasant experience with it, from what I remember. Oh, really? There's 5. Best feature of the Spyro remix was the button makes sparks point toward missing gems. Yep, that is backported from the 3rd game, or the 2nd game, one of the 2. The remake is really good. I would highly recommend playing the remake over the originals. And if you're gonna play the remakes, don't play it on Switch. The Switch version is passable. Oh, there's a ring around here, I think. I think that's what I missed. No? The Switch version is passable, but it's not the ideal way of playing it. Play them on PS4 or Xbox or Steam. If you have a Steam Deck, they're beautiful on it. I'm missing a single gem. There is one singular gem that I'm missing. So we are looking for a red gem. Ironically, more pleasant than on my desktop because my desktop kept crashing. It's funny, I think I mentioned this on stream once or twice, but the Steam Deck runs on Arch Linux, or Arch Linux, I think it's called, which is actually generally a really unstable version of Linux. But, fuck this level, by the way. But Arch Linux is very easy to port to just about anything because it doesn't take much in the way of resources to actually get it working. I have a low-powered Linux handheld called the Open Pandora that I haven't used in a very long time. That runs Arch Linux. And I do know people have installed Linux on a DS and PSP before, and that was also Arch Linux. Oh my god, it was here the whole time. find a dragon real quick. But the Steam Deck's OS, which is Steam OS, is actually very stable for Arch Linux, which, again, is generally unstable. It's so stable, in fact, that I use an OS called Pop! OS on my laptop, which is very stable. Like, it is known for being stable. It is an absolute delight to use. And SteamOS is still more stable than it, because I've actually had a couple crashes with Pop! OS before. Not like significant crashes, but I have had issues with apps breaking that forced a reboot. As a matter of fact, the other day, I closed Steam on my laptop, and my laptop rebooted when I did that. It wasn't a full reboot, it just refreshed it refreshed my session somehow by closing Steam. I've never had the Steam Deck do anything like that. I had it hang once on startup, and I had to force a reboot. But that's just once. I've actually had some problems with Pop! OS, despite the fact that Pop! OS is a very stable Linux OS because it's based on Debian, which is based on Ubuntu. And if you are a general Linux user, you're probably using Ubuntu, or Debian, which is based on Ubuntu, or something based on one of those. If you're new to Linux, you're probably using Linux Mint, which is based on Debian, or you're using Pop! OS, which is based on Debian. If you're using Red Hat or Manjaro, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't even think Red Hat is available for consumers, actually. I think that's purely for businesses. One more save. And I don't know a single person who uses Manjaro. I see it all the time in ProtonDB. There's a little wet spot on my desk. What the fuck? Nula, I don't know what that means. I genuinely do not know what that means. That means literally nothing to me. Your work here is done, but you didn't do anything. You have spoken nonsense. I do not understand. It means nothing. Oh, no, come on. Fine. Before I end. Now, the funny thing is, I was gonna raid Koi, but he already raided me, so I have to find someone else to raid. Before I do that, just a reminder, I will be posting my new schedule tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Outer Wilds. We're doing the Echoes of the Eye DLC. Might be the last Outer Wilds stream. I don't know yet. I think I'm nearing the end of the DLC. Nula, do not talk about the DLC here. Wait until tomorrow or off stream, because I do not want people talking about it when I'm not actually playing the game. Tuesday will be Bayonetta Origins. Definitely finishing it on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm gonna finish Nula. Because I don't have much left in Bayonetta Origins. I've got 3 chapters left, and it's probably gonna take 3 hours. Wednesday will be the Steam Next Fest stream. I do not know what demos I'll have aside from Anson Blast. I might try to fit in Paleo Pines. I don't know. Saturday, Saroshi and I are doing our anniversary stream together. We'll be streaming Clubhouse games and some NSO stuff. And Sunday, we'll be finishing Spyro. So this does mean, if I finish... I am definitely finishing Bayonetta Origins, which means we will be starting our next game the week after, which will be Gyroscopia, which a friend of mine did the soundtrack for. If I actually finish Outer Wilds, that also means I can finally stream Fuga Melodies of Steel, a game that I've been wanting to finish. And then the week after, we'll be going back to Killer 7. So, I'm really looking forward to having some new games. Because the 3 games that I'm currently streaming, like actively streaming, are stuff that I've been streaming for quite some time, and I would like to move on. Alright. Before I get that raid target queued up, just plug my socials. If you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, you can follow me on Twitter. And if you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. Who are we gonna raid tonight? Who is going to be... Is it bad that the moment you mentioned Fuga flower on the trails gets stuck in my head? Yeah, that's the fucking boss music. It is a hell of a boss song. Oh, Whiskey's doing B3313. Oh. I'm gonna have to check the bot for that. I don't think I'm gonna read him tonight. Let's see. Kashi, what are you still doing live? Alright. So once again, I am going to give you guys... I follow as a stream title is just the word yes. Before I go, I have a question. What is your question? Please be quick, because I'm about to give you guys a choice with who I'm going to raid. That's my answer. Alright, so... our raid targets. I will give you 3 choices. You guys get to pick. 2 of them are people we haven't raided before. If in case of a tie, I will be the deciding vote. So we have Diablo 4, Inscription, and Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix. What do you guys want to see? It's so sad the creator of Dog of Wisdom dug themselves into NFTs. Oh yeah, it's fucking terrible. It's a real damn shame because Dog of Wisdom, oh god, never dropped someone in the middle of a Kingdom Hearts stream. Well, I'm just there, just want to do it because I haven't gotten to raid it. I wasn't supposed to say that, but alright. Yeah, 2 of these people I haven't raided before, and I guess I just revealed one of them is Kingdom Hearts. Is the Kingdom Hearts streamer, but Diablo 4 and Inscription. You're telling me you should never drop someone in the middle of a Kingdom Hearts stream, but it's okay to do that for Inscription? Guys, pick. Diablo 4, Kingdom Hearts, or Inscription? Inscription? Nula, what do you say? Xeno, what do you say? Val, if you're still here, what do you say? Diablo Bob. Diabloba. Diblo, I love Diblo. Xeno, do you vote Inscription or Diablo? Because I know you're not going to vote Kingdom Hearts. Diablo, well, girl. Oh yeah, Activision Blizzard, my favorite company. It sucks that Diablo 4 is actually good though. Nino says Inscription. Alright. So, that means I'm the tiebreaker, because it's 2 Inscription, 2 Diablo. I am going to go with Inscription, because that is the person that I haven't raided before. Some of you have been present for my Oh! Wait, Bao, was it Inscription you said you were going to play, or Outer Wilds? Is that the reason why you didn't watch either of those? Or did you just not, like... I'm confused, whatever. We're going to drop it on Inscription. We're going to raid Expired Popsicle. It was Outer Wilds. Okay. Sometimes I don't remember. You weren't interested in Inscription? Okay. Both of them you want to go in blind, but... I know Soro has been present for both Outer Wilds and Inscription, so... We're going to be raiding Expired Popsicle. They are a Linux user, I believe, and we're working on a Doom mod featuring themselves. I believe pronouns are she, her. Ain't really my kind of game. That's fair. It's not for everyone. I fucking adore it. It's one of my favorite games, but I have never raided Expired Popsicle before, I don't. So... Okay, she, her. Yeah, she, her. This is her first time streaming Inscription, so do not spoil it. So actually know the game, of course. Let me get my raid message. Funnily enough, this is actually doubly appropriate tonight because this is an actual dragon game. Dapper Dragon Raid. Ever heard of dragons? Yeah, dragon mod. Yeah, just copy the raid message, use whatever emotes you want. You can use my emotes, your emotes, someone else's emotes, doesn't really matter as long as you copy the raid message, that's all I care about. We're gonna show Expired Popsicle some love. I will be back to dragging these restraining orders across your desk. I haven't heard that one before. Excuse me, what the fuck? Alright. We're gonna show Expired Popsicle some love. I will be back tomorrow with Outer Wilds, and I will see you guys then. Good night. Let me just get that raid started before Excuse me. Raid Expired Popsicle. Is that the right person? Yes. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow, and good night. See ya.